Hello and welcome on the spot. My name is Patrick Kamara. We are coming to you from the home of Brigadier General Kasirye Gwanga, a brave soldier who is no stranger to controversy, a soldier who trained at the Elite Army Command and General Staff College at Leavenworth in the United States, a freedom fighter, a former governor of Mubende, and a man who is also now at a controversy surrounding the ownership of a house where he has lived for the last 20 years. General Kasirye Gwanga, welcome to the show.
Thank you, sir. How are you doing?
Such a beautiful home where we are.
Oh, yeah, it is.
General Kasirye Gwanga, you are part of the group that came more than 27 years ago to liberate Uganda. You are a soldier, you've served for 41 years. When you look at things today, are we on a correct path?
I'm a little bit confused with you guys. Are you on a correct path?
Yes, what you promised in 1986 with your fellows when you came to Kampala, is it what you're still delivering today?
We're just simple guys who came in here to make things right for you. And you know what we did? Is to give you the power to take care of yourselves. How have you taken care of yourselves?
If you were to rate yourselves, you inclusive General Kasirye Gwanga, how have you performed?
We've done our part. It's you guys we are looking at. What exactly are you doing with yourselves? You can see the saga in this city between two youth civilians who we've given power to take care of this city in fightings all around. What exactly is going on? What do you want us to do? We are not gods. We just want to take care of you for you to take care of yourselves. But you are not doing it.
You seem to suggest that the civilian population in Uganda is losing it, yet you, the men in uniform, are also not at ease. Look at your fellow general who is now in London accusing the government and the men in uniform like you of all sorts of things. I'm talking about General Sejusa.
Maybe he has a problem. But the way he has aired it is a little bit silly. That's what I can say about General Sejusa.
What do you mean saying silly?
Silly, he shouldn't have come out to air out or is whatever he thinks about the government, because we've been together all these years, 27 years. Why don't we sit down and work it out? Why come out on air and start accusing the government? They are going to ask you. He's got a lot of problems also. But then, he has some points. Like, when we talk about the soldiers you are talking about, you really mistreated the army. Today, the army of Uganda got shop, like you shop, which is not around the world. Soldiers don't shop like you shop. We are military. You don't shop where you shop, because we are not supposed to pay tax. But there where you go to buy a packet of cigarette is where you buy a cigarette. No. Where you buy a beer, where you buy a quarter, where you buy bread. And you know how much you are paying the soldiers here? I heard on the radio they were telling us increase of salaries, 300,000. Today you live on 300,000. Do you? Here is a soldier who goes out, because when you tell soldier, we have a saying in the army, when you tell soldier, jump, he doesn't ask why. He should ask how high. So this soldier's tough. We are looking at you. You really mistreated us. We are supposed to have messages. Johnny's mess, where a soldier, even if he's been drinking somewhere, he comes back to the barracks and goes to Johnny's mess. He's going to fight food there. Then you find a sergeant major. He doesn't have to drink with you in a bar. Then you find officer's mess. Today, me as a brigadier general, on Christmas, that is where we really feel we should celebrate. I cannot take you anywhere in this country for dinner. So what exactly are you talking about us? You've mistreated us when it comes to Parliament and they bring the budget.
How do you say, Brigadier General, that we have mistreated you? Who has mistreated you? You have a commander-in-chief who is a general and is still in charge.
There is no way, because the democracy.
Are you saying your commander-in-chief has mistreated you?
No.
Who has
mistreated us?
Who?
When he comes up with a budget that this is what my boys should have, you kick him out. That is the funny part of it. You don't seem to realize it. But when the budget from defense comes in Parliament, there is an uproar. You are stealing the money, classified. I heard about this SU 204 they bought. A lot of people came out with opinions. Why should you buy this trillion stuff and all that kind of stuff? They never really go deep to think about what exactly are those aircraft for. You get it? Why do you think we bought those planes? Why?
But you have insider soldiers who have been serving like you. One of them has left the other day. One of them is Major General Sajusa, who said things are not good inside the army.
That is
he's a general. And we have a major who wrote and said, betrayed by my leader, talking about Major Kazora.
Yeah, Major Kazora, I'm asking you, where did he put the cows which he took to take care of when we left the bush? Where are those cows? So I don't waste my time with people like Kazora. The other time they took him to jail, didn't they?
So you are saying Major Kazora grabbed people's cows? You, during the revolution, you are stealing people's cows?
Not me. Me, I was not fighting with them. But I got the story. Me, I was in a different faction. They were fighting different. We met together in Masaka after the coup 1987. I never fought under Museveni because me, I don't like taking orders where my life is concerned. I mean, let me down. I served him. I joined the army when I was 20 years. Then when it came to war, they ran away. Most of them ran out. And me, I was incarcerated in the Indian Ocean. That's why they took me. So I don't waste my time with leaders. I'm a leader of my life.
When you mention the name General Kasirye Gwanga in downtown Kampala, people associate you with controversy. Why?
Because, like I told you, I've seen it all. There is no way you can tell me you do this. I ask you why.
You have just said on this very show that as a soldier, when they ask you to jump, you don't ask why, you ask how high.
That stopped when I became a general officer. You don't ask me to jump. I can ask you, why should I jump? I'm a general officer. Who is telling me to jump? When you ask me to jump as a general officer, that is the first question I ask you. Why? Because I can think for myself. You just said I graduated from the best in the world, and I was the first in NRA to go there.
But Leavenworth Staff and General College in the United States also instills discipline. instills.
Exactly.
But then for you to question your commander, that is indiscipline.
I've never questioned the commander-in-chief. I just advise him. I say, here you are going wrong. Because I'm a general officer. And from where I've been, there is no way you can infuse my advice.
You recently were quoted in saying that there are young officers who have been promoted almost to your rank. You have served for 41 years in the army, but there are those who have served for less than 15, and they even you salute for them.
I corrected that one. I told them we are old officers, but this is a different generation. When we talk about, you talk about the Lumières. A lot of people handle these machines. A friend of mine sent me this one, just to find out how I play with it. I said, thank you very much. I can listen, I can call, I can take pictures. The rest, I don't know nothing about it. So why don't we let the young ones? I don't care. They've been talking a lot about Moses. Those are the young ones who are taking over now. Either you agree or you are going to be in trouble.
So you were misquoted as saying that the young officers have been propelled so fast, and that is at a disadvantage of senior officers like you.
I was misquoted because the weaponry, it evolves. First you had an arrow. Today you are shooting with drones. Now you find Kasirye Gwanga tasking him to sit on a computer and start shooting drones. That is ridiculous. So let the young ones take over. Don't care about ranks. The problem with you guys is about ranks. Oh, why is Kasirye not promoted to general? The moment the day I got my star, in the military, we will look at the stars. When you get a star, like my vehicle you see there is a star, no number. That was all. I want nothing. Let the young ones go on. We've done our part. We trained them. So what's the problem?
So when you are advising your commander-in-chief these days, what do you tell him?
The soldiers, the welfare, that's what I talk about. They should be looked after. The families, the kids, the schools in the barracks, the welfare of the soldiers, because they take care of this country. That's what I advise President Museveni.
But looks like he's not taking your advice, because the very soldier who's been living in Mama Yingi Apole in a hut, almost a cave-like situation, for the last 30 years, is still happening today in Uganda.
We've got our oil. When we start selling our oil, maybe we'll get money. You are poor people. You're always making noise, but you don't realize you are poor people. Because like you, Amara, have you moved around and seen how people live? Right now I'm leaving you. I'm driving inside, deep inside. You don't know how people are living. People are poor. And why? Because of your poor leadership. We gave you the power, you failed to use it. You are just lounging about in Kampala.
But are you not indirectly also talking about you who are also in positions of power, including your own commander-in-chief, because he's still in leadership? You cannot say you gave people power, but you are in power.
Sir. Excuse me, sir. President Museveni today, right now as we talk, maybe he's having a meeting somewhere maybe is traveling somewhere. But delegation of powers, that is where the failure has come from. You're a minister, you've got commissioners, you've got people working under you, but you don't even know what's going down on the ground. You look at this school they're building. Now you find Mitaimbwa. I asked them once, suppose it rains. When you are going to school, were there no windows in classrooms? You know, class buildings. Today you move around the country and see how they build these schools. Who is monitoring whatever is going on the ground? You have the councillors, you have the LCs, you have the authority. But you think President Museveni is going to go around the country? Okay, right now he's been going around talking about this poverty alleviation, and I'm involved. Now we are going to show you how we play.
We're going to take a break now, and when we come back, I ask Brigadier Kasirye Gwanga, would he rather have the military run the government? Because it appears that he is frustrated or disappointed with the civilians' involvement in the running of affairs of the state. Don't go away.